your career is such an incredible career. There's nobody really in modern times with a resume such as yours. First question though, are you going to fight again, or have you any plans at the moment? Because I know you fought this year. No plans?
I'm doing an exhibition next month. It's a celebrity, it's a charity event exhibition. That's in Houston, Texas.
Right.
If the opportunity presents itself, then I'll put myself back through training camp, getting in shape, getting my weight back down to where I like to be at 140, between 140, 137.
Yeah.
But at the moment, nah.
Right. Who's the exhibition with?
They haven't gave me a opponent yet. I'm supposed to get it this week.
Right.
They got the flyer put together already.
Well, that's going to be interesting anyway, because anything you do, the fans always turn out. Because I mean, you know, the sport owes you such a debt. You know, the fans, you know, always have tons of respect for you. I mean, when you start to look at DeMarcus Corley's career, you don't know where to start when you're asking questions. But I mean, I'll give it a shot here then. Out of all the greats you fought, and as great as you are, or were, you know, are, who would you say was the best you ever fought?
Floyd Mayweather. He was really the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very smart fighter. And he listened.
That was an amazing fight though, because I might be wrong, but I think you were the first guy to ever really shake him up. That shot, was it a shot to the temple in that hectic fourth round? I think it was one of the round of the year, and you really did wobble him. And no one else hardly ever did that apart from maybe Shane Mosley years later. You must have thought you had him.
Yeah, I thought I had him, but he made it out that round and then he dipped it to his uncle. His uncle told him the best advice he could ever give him. And that was, don't bang with me. He told him to box.
Yeah.
Because the game plan, Floyd told me, I'm going to knock you out. And I said, well, in order for you to knock me out, you got to fight. You got to be in there and fight me. Yeah. I ain't going to run, I'm going to fight you. And that was the game plan throughout our training camp. Keep him exchanging.
Yeah.
So we'd catch him in exchange.
Yeah. All these years later, I mean, everybody talks about Floyd as TBE, although he said it himself. I mean, do you think he showed his greatness in that fight with you? Because he like I say, he was hurt. He was buzzed. He was wobbling, and like you say, he listened and he came back and he won a decision. Do you think he showed his greatness in that fight?
Yeah, 100%. He showed that he can take a punch, and he also showed that he can listen when he's hurt, and he can recover. And he took the fight to a different level with his boxing skills.
Yeah, and I know another great fight of yours, which again I think you do feel as though you got robbed. You know, you won it. It was a Zab Judah fight. I know that was personal for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was personal going into the fight, yeah, because we had an altercation 5 months before the fight actually happened. It was personal, and I keep it 100. Zab won that fight because of the knockdown. If he didn't get the knockdown in the third round, that fight could have won a draw, or I would have been still world champion with all split decision.
Yeah.
But the knockdown gives Zab Judah the fight that night.
Yeah, like you say, split decision. How would you rate his speed with Floyd's speed? I mean, you had amazing speed yourself, but who would you say was quicker, Floyd or Zab?
Zab was the fastest I ever fought. His hand speed was very fast, especially the 1-2. He had a very quick jab cross.
It's an amazing thing when you look back now, Alan, because I think you'll agree with me how the sport's changed a lot. Guys don't fight anywhere near. I mean, I know you were something else anyway, but guys don't fight anywhere near as you used to. I mean, you fight Zab, and then 9 months later you're in with Floyd. That just wouldn't happen, would it, nowadays? Do you think guys now They just don't fight frequently enough. The big stars, once a year.
Yeah. No, they don't fight enough. And I guess they're looking at how they got to take care of their bodies or how much they put their bodies through to drop 25 to 30 pounds leading up to a fight. We fought very frequently. That way, our body never got out of shape. We never put on no more than 6 to 7 pounds throughout the time we were training for each fight.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about you. You were always in... I guess you never got much... Like you said, you never got much above fighting weight. You're always in shape. I mean, a fan would look at your record and think, wow, I mean, this guy... What kept you so passionate about the sport all those fights, all those years? Because you didn't duck anyone, you didn't mess around picking and choosing, you just fought the best all the time. How did you keep that passion going all those years and fights?
I got into boxing because I love to fight. I mean, as a kid growing up, only 10 years old, I didn't mind having a fist fight with my friends out in the neighborhood. If we had an altercation or somebody stepped on my shoes that I had just got that was brand new, I didn't like it, I would probably push him or ask him, why would he step on my new shoes? And I'm ready to fight. So I didn't mind having a fist fight. And I got into boxing just to win trophies. It wasn't to fight. It was a sport. And I was a very new and short boy. There was an opportunity for me to receive an award. A boxing trophy was an award to me. It let me know that I was able to accomplish something I really appreciated. So I took it serious when I won my first fight. And that was my passion, winning trophies.
Right. Have you got all your belts and trophies and everything now? You keep everything like that?
I wish I still had a lot of my trophies, but no, I don't have none of my trophies no more.
Right.
My belt, I gave my first belt I won in the 1995 National Tournament. I gave that belt to my trainer. He passed away.
Yeah. And when you first became world champion, you did it in a round, didn't you? One round. That must have been...
The first title was the USBA world title. That was a 12-round fight with this near Julio, and that was the toughest fight of my fucking life at that time.
Really?
Yeah, man, that Colombian, we had on them old Reyes gloves with the horse hang, and I was feeling his knuckles in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round. But after every round, Ray Leonard would tell me, when you hit the canvas, that means 10 seconds. The round is almost over. And he said, I want you to just start flurrying, throw a lot of punches leading up to the end of the round so you can steal the round. And that's what I would do around 19, 11, and 12.
Yeah.
And that's how I won the split decision over Emil Julio for the USBA world title.
And you fought him twice, didn't you?
Yeah, the second time was much easier.
Yeah. That's an amazing thing in itself, though, because you just said he gave you the toughest one at the time. What such a hard, tough fight. A lot of guys would have never gone near him again, but that just wasn't you. That wasn't you, was it? You didn't operate that way.
I would beat him easier the second time around. I've seen how much I had to go through first time. It was a struggle getting adjusted to his height and his reach. My reach is only like 69. His reach was like 72, 73. And then he stood 6'1", and I'm only 5'6". And in the second time we fought each other, I knocked him down and everything, and he got up, and as he hit up on the canvas, his arm was so long, he still got a chance to jab me from the canvas when I knocked him down.
Yeah, tall dude, like a Tommy Hearns type dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but when you won the WBO belt and you knocked out Flores in a round, I mean, what a first defense! What a tough first defense. You know, there was no gimmies, was there, for you?
That wasn't a defense. That was for Enir Julio. Is funny. Enir Julio played a big picture in that fight because he was scheduled to fight Flores that day, and I was scheduled to be on the undercard.
All right.
And I was already in the gym training, and we got the phone call Tuesday, 5 days before Saturday, and it was from Don King Dolphins, and they asked me would I be willing to fight. And I said, yeah. And it was like, well, okay, you're going to step in for Flores because Julio has cataract. He has to go in and have access. And he said, whoever the winner is, you have to fight him if you win. And I started thinking, I said, man, I know I'm going to beat this guy Flores. I seen him fight Sean B. Mitchell. I said, I'm going to beat him, but I got to fight Julio again. I'm like, I don't know. I was saying to myself, I don't know if I want to fight him again, but I know I'm going to have to fight him. That was a tough fight at first.
Yeah.
But we took the fight on a 5-day notice and I became world champion.
Yeah. It's an amazing story. I mean, that's a heck of a career right there, and that you were only just getting going in terms of like I say, your resume. It's just an amazing. It's just an. Is there anybody you didn't fight that you wish you had? Because like you could reel off the names that you did fight: Mayweather and Zab and Cotto and all. Is there anyone you didn't get to fight that you wanted?
I wanted Teron Manette. I wanted him at 140 pounds. I would have liked to got a shot at Manny Pacquiao, but he skipped 140 and went to 147.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting fight.
I wanted Oscar De La Hoya also. I wanted a shot at him because I missed him because I didn't make it to Barcelona in '92. I lost to the fighter that fought him.
Right. Yeah, that you against De La Hoya in the pros. Yeah, that would have been. I mean, he was obviously the big superstar money guy there, wasn't he? I mean, you deserved a slice of that huge money. There's no doubt. It's a shame that didn't happen. Yeah, you against Pacquiao would have been very interesting. You against De La Hoya. I guess dumb question, but you feel you'd have beat them both?
I can't say yeah. I can't say no. It's just style will make fights. He's been in there, making it depth with Manning. He has great power, and I have also punching power with the right hook, and that's a shot that a southpaw doesn't expect from another southpaw. They always look for the left hand, which is Manning got very good power in.
Yeah.
So I knew I would catch him with the right hook.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd have been interesting to see how we would have, taken your sharp accuracy, power and accuracy. That would have been. But another fight of yours, again, it could have gone so differently. The Cotto fight, because I know to this day it was stopped prematurely, wasn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I had Cotto, and a lot of fighters they posted it recently about a week ago. They were showing how I hit him and caught him. And the referee could have stopped the fight, but when I took a knee from getting hit low, he's going to stop the fight. He just gave him a gift.
Yeah. I mean, who was that ref? I should actually look it up, but he had a bad night, didn't he? Or do you think it was, well, I don't want to get into anything, disrespectful or anything untoward, but do you think he...
I think that ref got paid under the table to stop that fight, because the game plan was to take Cotto in the later round because he struggled to make the weight, barely made 140. I came in 137 pounds. He outweighed me by, I think it was 16 pounds or 17 pounds the day of the fight.
Right.
They knew he was real drained.
Yeah.
He couldn't have did 12 rounds, so the first chance they got to stop the fight, they did.
Yeah, it's such a shit. I mean, these there's no doubt this side of the sport is there. It exists. It's just another guy you fought, I believe, twice. What some people say one of the hardest punchers ever, Randall Bailey. Yeah. It truly is. It truly is amazing the guys you fought. There's enough material there. That's the thing as well. I've got to ask you, Jim. You're gonna ever write your memoirs. You're gonna do a autobiography. Yeah. Oh, that'll be absolutely. I mean, how would you cram it all into 2 hours though? You'd have to do a 3-hour thing or a five-parter or something. But yeah, that would be. Is that definitely going to happen then?
Yes, it's definitely going to happen because I had a dream and a vision, and this was in 1997, which a lot of people don't know. I dreamt I was in the shootout, and then the dream come true the next day.
I read that, champ. I read that. Sorry to cut you off. I read that, yeah. because you've had a, not to put a downer on anything, but you have had some harsh times in your life, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, but not giving up. I mean, we all go through mental health issues, man, but you gotta be strong at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And a lot of people use an excuse, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Okay, you want to live or you want to die at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Make a choice, A or B.
Yeah.
I mean, you pick A, you want to live, then get your ass up and do something. Pick B, you want to die?
Yeah.
Put a bullet in your mouth. Easy way out.
Yeah. You certainly have done a hell of a lot with your life. Sorry, but again about that, cutting you off slightly, but the dream you had then, I mean, was it just so utterly, like, it seemed so real, and then of course it did actually happen. That is so, that's like eerie, isn't it? It's one of those, it's like uncanny.
Yeah. It's very scary.
Yeah.
This dream happened in the neighborhood where I actually were living. I grew up.
Yeah.
And my son lived right down the street. It happened not even a block from where the shooting took place at in the dream. My son lived maybe 300 feet down the street, and it happened 300 feet up the street. And I'm like, I dreamt this, and then it comes true.
Wow, that's.
I got a chance to tell the fighters and my friends in the gym during the day about the dream. It's like, man, that's scary. We did it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's that. Stuff like that's just it's just bizarre. It's just, but also fascinating as well. It's just like, again, your story is just amazing. But you kept on fighting, in the ring and out of the ring, but certainly in the ring you kept on going. I mean, all these names you fought, when people would say, well, you're past your best now, but you're still in there with the best. Like, what about the Madonna fight? Because he troubled Floyd perhaps harder than a lot of guys, and was that another decision that could have gone your way, Marcus Maidana?
Yeah, Madonna fight, I won that fight in Argentina, but they gave it to him due to it was in Argentina, and they were building him with Oscar. And I knew if we didn't knock him out, knock him down, we weren't going to get the decision.
And that's how
that happened.
Yeah. I mean, what would you say was your last great fight? One where you look back and think you were still, on point, everything was still great, the last great DeMarcus Corley fight. What would you say?
Wow. I'll have to go back and look at the list.
Well, yeah, because you got Provodnikov. He was another beast that was mowing everybody down. He couldn't really do anything to you, could he? Ruslan Provodnikov.
I beat him in Russia. That was an easy fight. He was bloody. I broke his nose and everything. And that was a Golden Boy fight they didn't give me.
Yeah, all these fights in the other guy's backyard. Again, that's another factor.
Fight the fighter, the promoter, and the judges and the country.
Yeah. It's a fascinating story, yours, but it could have been totally different as well, couldn't it? Do you agree? I mean, if these things had gone your way justly, things would have been a lot different.
No, I think I still would have been that fighter that you don't want to take a risk of fighting, because that's the way. That's how it was leading up to my retirement. Trying to get fights, and they were like, "No, we don't want. That's a dangerous fight. We know Corley's going to come to fight. It's going to be a tough fight. We're going to go 12 rounds with him, and if we don't knock him down or stop him, we may not get the decision on the scorecard."
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you had 88 pro fights. I think I'm right. 88 pro fights,
yeah,
and
right.
you speak completely. No one would even know you'd taken a punch in your life, So what's the secret?
I think God blessed me with longevity, because I had a passion for something that I love doing. and I didn't let my friends and peer pressure take me away from it, and that was the drinking, the smoking, the clubbing.
Yeah.
He said, I'll allow you to do this if you commit yourself to it, dedicate it, and then on top of, you have a family at the end of the day. You have kids that you don't have to be with, spend time with. And me, I love playing with kids. I love having fun. So if I would have been drinking, smoking, getting in trouble, messing my life up, that would stop me from being in my kids' life as they were growing up.
Yeah. I mean, the term live the life that fighters have to do applies to you 100%, doesn't it, champ? I mean, what do you think to the game today? What do you think of? I know, because it's not like you were a guy fighting in the 60s or the 70s, and not that long ago, but it's changed so much. I mean, do you think boxing's in a healthy state, or do you think it's suffering?
I think it's in a healthy state money-wise, because the fighters are getting paid great money now.
Yeah.
Compared to when I became a professional fighter in 96 up to 2000, the fighters wasn't making that kind of money compared to now. So it's in a great state, but the fighters need to have good business people around them, or look at a different picture outside of boxing, what they want to do with themselves and the money that they have to take care of their family. Everybody has a family at the end of the day.
Was that your main objective? Like you said, you wanted to win trophies and all that, but was it you just basically looking out to put a crust for you to provide for your family? Was that basically your main objective?
To think back, yeah, that was my main objective, to provide for my family, but one of my biggest icons was Michael Jordan. I don't like basketball, but I love the fact, the way he marketed himself and branded himself.
Yeah.
He didn't only play basketball. He wasn't only a great basketball player. He had a great product that's going to sell to the day he died and when he died. His brand.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, is he somebody that you look up to then?
Yes. Not for the basketball, but for the marketing and branding and business that he's done with his career and the people who he had to help him. Yeah. Also, Floyd Mayweather, I look up to him because he's a very smart business guy when it comes to investing and marketing himself to make the best deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Floyd, some people say he's a greater businessman than he was a fighter. So, that's maybe too harsh, but he's certainly great. He was great at both, fighting and
great at both.
The business side. Yeah, I think every fighter deserves to keep every penny they earn. I mean, there's too many stories of guys going broke and that. It's just totally awful. You guys really do put it all on the line, and that's why you are such heroes to us all. I mean, I can't thank you enough for your time today, champ. And it's fascinating speaking with you and all your. I remember I've watched a lot of your fights. I remember when you fought Junior Witter. I mean, his style was just, for a title, he was awful, wasn't he? He was just, he had a negative, weird kind of style, and I don't know, it worked for him, but that was just. But again, another guy in his backyard, you facing him in his backyard.
I thought that fight was close. What I knew, I said, it's close, but they're not going to give it to me. He went 12 rounds and everything. I'm like, God dang it, I needed to knock him out. That was the only way I was going to get that fight.
Yeah, I remember going into the fight, reading the so-called experts' picks and what everyone thinks of an expert. But a lot of people were picking you to knock him out. But he knew
how to move.
He did. Yeah, he did. He did a lot of running. That's true. Yeah, he did. But anyway, I look forward to the documentary. I tell you what, that can't come out fast enough, because that will be an absolute dynamite thing to watch. That it will be I wish you all the best with that, champ. I hope it all gets done properly and with a big full budget and everything, fully deserving. Because that will be a fascinating thing to watch. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me, champ. What a great fighter and so many great fights. I mean, like I say, a treasure trove of fights you gave us, and the resume is just the resume is ridiculous, really, isn't it? You've got to say so yourself. You fought them all. You fought them all. So yeah, thank you, sir, and I appreciate it.
All right, anytime.
Thank you, champ.